Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the many stories that are currently making headlines as of today, being on the 31st of March, the year 2027, in regards to the visit of President William Ruto in the Mount Kenya region. Now, according to the intel we have, is that tension has risen to a very an abnormal level in the Mount Kenya region as the president is expected to visit the mountain as Mungiki camp are allegedly to have had a 2-hour meeting between them and President William Ruto. Now, the meeting between the Mungiki leaders and the organizers of the Mungiki in the Mount Kenya region is a meeting that the president poured millions and millions of money into their pockets so that they would mobilize and also control the crowd around the mountain on anybody that might try to heckle or disrupt the meeting of President William Ruto. Tension is high in the Mount Kenya region ahead of President William Ruto's tour, which is set to kick off tomorrow on 1st of April, as the Mungiki camp has allegedly declared that Ruto will be given the respect he deserves as the President of the Republic of Kenya, warning that any attempts to disrupt his rallies through heckling or hired goons will be met with strong resistance. According to reports by the Standard newspaper, an intense political showdown is looming between President William Ruto's camp, allegedly backed by Mungiki sect members, and that of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua during the 6 days tour in the region of the Mount Kenya region. Now, according to sources who spoke to the Standard on the condition of anonymity, due to the sensitivity of the matter, revealed that former Mungiki leader Maina Njenga yesterday held a 2-hour meeting with over 200 second-tier leaders in his Ruaka home. During the meeting, it was alleged or reportedly agreed that the head of state would be accorded full respect throughout this visit. Further, reports indicate that any effort to disrupt Ruto's rallies, whether through heckling or organized disruptions, will be forcibly resisted. Allegedly, approximately 10,000 grassroots supporters of Maina Njenga have been mobilized to ensure that president's security, while also shaping the narrative that Gachagwa's political influence in the region is diminishing. Now, what is these what does this mean to the people of the Mount Kenya region? And what does this mean to Rigathi Gachagua? Now, Maina Njenga's had in Ruto's mobilization for Mount Kenya tour. That is the title of today's uh, uh, newspaper, the Standard newspaper. I shall read just an article. President William Ruto is making a return to the Mount Kenya region. He's stomping ground during the 2022 presidential elections campaigns, but the region has clearly undergone a sea change in the past 2 years. Increasingly, it seems that the political terrain he once easily trod may no longer be as firm beneath his feet as it was. As he embarks on a tour aimed at regaining his political grip on the region, an unlikely figure has emerged at the center of the preparations for the president's arrival. Former Mungiki leader Maina Njenga. The Standard learned that for much of yesterday, Jenga's followers gathered at a house in Ruai and Ruaka to plan for Ruto's visit, which is scheduled to begin tomorrow. The attacks includes cheering the president at public rallies and preventing critics from engaging in anti-Ruto chants, which have characterized some of his public events. This is intended to create the impression that Ruto's political relationship with Mount Kenya remains strong and the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua does not hold sway in the region. Although he could not reach Njenga for comment, although the Standard couldn't reach Njenga for comment, his close associations confided in the Standard newspaper that more than 200 representatives of his followers attended the meeting, which began at 6 a.m. to strategize on how to welcome and protect the president from detractors. If you don't want to listen to the president, why should you come to his meeting? You should stay at home because we will not allow anyone to disrupt the president's meeting, a source told the Standard. Now, another source added that the 200 attendees at yesterday's meeting would relay the resolutions to everybody. The organization of the Mungiki is a very big organization. But imagine the 200 leaders lead every cluster. These are generals in the ground, and they are field marshals according to the ranks of the Mungiki, and for them they have to relay the resolutions to their clusters, and every cluster of the Mungiki comprises of about 50 to 100 people. So imagine 50 times 200, the amount of people that will show up at those events. Now, another source added that the 200, and I mean, their chairman, referring to Njenga, only needs to make one call to mobilize over 10,000 people. These people will protect the president once he arrives in the region. We will let a few individuals said, and we won't let a new. We will not let a few individuals said the negative impressions about our region. The source said. Now, the mayor speculation. Asked whether they had been paid for their mobilization, the source responded that doesn't matter. In some instances, we do it for free. It is an extremely important assignment. However, through his head, Simon Masharia, Jenga dismissed the claim, saying he was focused on his business. Although he has no issue with the president, he is not involved in any way with the visit to the region. Uh, Tomorrow, the president is expected to kick off his visit in Laikipia, which is considered the bedrock of Jenga's political support. On New Year's Day, Jenga, who now styles himself as a Christian cleric, convened a prayer meeting at Kabiroini Showground in Nyeri, where he declared war against Gachagua, saying he would not allow him to incite the region against the president. During the meeting, Jenga said the region had not turned against Ruto following Gashagua's impeachment. The region remains united behind the government, contrary to rumors of mass defections. Only the one individual has parted ways with Kenya Kwanza, he said. He argued the youth to commit to working with the government and to support MPs who are facing hostility in the region for backing Gashagua's ouster. If um, one branch of Mogumo tree falls, it doesn't mean the whole tree is down, he said. On January 18th, Jenga and his supporters disrupted an interdenominational prayer meeting in Nyeri that Gachagua was expected to attend. Gashagua's wife, Dorcas Rigathi, who had attended the event, hurriedly left amid confusion and tension, unleashing the leaders of the outlawed criminal gang and these goons to disrupt peaceful prayers and discredit the altar is the lowest any government can go, no matter the level of desperation. Gachagua responded in a social media post. Naruto allies in the Mount Kenya region have also dismissed claims that Jenga was involved in planning his tour, saying MPs were at the heart of the mobilization. They attributed the claims to anti-government politicians from the region. The Laikipia East Member of Parliament Mungiki said the allegations that the government was using Mungiki was a distraction meant to mayor the president tour in the region. For the first time, the region will gauge Rutos administration based on facts that will be presented to the people, dispelling the propaganda that had been spread among our people, Kionjori said. Now look at it. Maina Njenga is a very key player in the politics of the Mount Kenya region. You can't dismiss him. And one thing that we all agree is that Maina Njenga is in Ruto's pocket, because all the cases that Maina Njenga had, the moment that Rigathi Gachagua was impeached, all those cases were thrown out. Why? Because Maina Njenga has to mobilize for Ruto. Maina Njenga has to play the card for Ruto. And remember, Maina Njenga also saw that he will anoint Kithure Kindiki as the kingpin of the Mount Kenya region politics. What does that tell you? It tells you that Maina Njenga will be mobilized. So, if anything happens to the president in the Mount Kenya region, starting from his tour tomorrow, and why Laikipia, where Maina Njenga comes from, where Maina Njenga was vying for the senatorial seat. Remember that Maina Njenga comes from Laikipia, and Laikipia is where the Rutos tour will kick start. I want you to leave your message on the comment section on what you think about Maina Njenga's involvement in the president's tour. See you in our next video. This is the Kenyan Daily Report.